Hi, my name is Tim, and I'm forgiven. You know how politics works. Usually somebody decides that they want to become a politician for whatever reason, and they put their platform together, and then they sell it to the voters. And this is it's appropriate. I mean, there's nothing wrong with it. But as a voter, we're really getting a limited um, selection to choose from. They pretty much are telling us what they're going to do, and the candidates that are there are close enough or they're not. And what we need to do is we need to lay out a platform for politicians, people that want to run. This is the platform. And if you line up with this platform, then we're going to vote for you. And I know I hate this. I hate it. I hate it with a passion that my guy might not get in because my guy may not be there. And if I have to choose between cutting off my hand or cutting off my arm, I'm not choosing either one. I'm just going to stay completely out of that race. And it may sound, it may sound self-defeating, but maybe somewhere along the lines, somebody will get the idea and will step up to the plate. But very simple. My guy has to be a conservative. He has to be a conservative. And my definition, smaller government. This isn't, this isn't a simple thing. And we're not talking about, okay, reduction. I'm talking about slaughter. I'm talking about just removing a whole lot of government spending. Just wipe it out. Control. Slaughter the control. Get rid of so much of this BS. Get it down to a basic and simple. Can be summed up. Love thy neighbor as thyself. If you are putting out lead paint, you're not loving thy neighbor as thyself. When things are discovered to be bad for people or the environment and it's proved, then there doesn't have to be a law to cover that. Look, hey, it's right here. That's bad. We have to make a law that says that you can do this because it's bad for the environment. It's bad for people. And we've complicated things so far that we can't breathe without breaking laws. This has got to change. Spending and the governing is way out of control. And it's the governing that causes the spending to be out of control. Now, logically, we have to sit down and say, okay, why? Why do they want all this spending and why do they want all this control? Are they trying to make a name for themselves? Are they trying to be the president that, or the senator or the governor that changed things? Is that why they're doing it? I mean, there's logic to that. But if they're doing it because they're seeing a buildup of power, they're seeing a buildup of money flow that could empower them. Either or. You've got to understand that it doesn't matter whether they're empowering themselves financially or empowering themselves as a law figure, somebody in charge. I mean, it doesn't matter why. If it's either one of those reasons, it's bad. It's wrong. And we've got to get to the point where the politician is about the country. It's about the people. It's not about them, and it's not about how many controls and how much law. It's about the country. It's about serving fellow man. That's when, it's called public service. And these politicians make that. How do they have so much money in service? How? Lifelong politicians with millions? It's wrong. It's just wrong. And I don't care if it's a decent and honorable thing. I don't care how much money they have. But if it's they're manipulating of the system and the power and putting their own little manipulations in there, it's wrong. It's wrong. So we've got to tell the politicians what we want, what we're going to vote for. And we need to pile up, we need to team together. We need to show them that this is a voting bloc that is going to get them elected. We have got to show them. You have got to get behind somebody who is saying exactly what you're saying, believing exactly what you're believing, and you need to pile on as many people as you possibly can into that group to show and to demonstrate that there's a means for getting elected within that perimeter. And when people step into that perimeter and want to be elected, then we elect them. And if we lose, we lose. We've been losing for decades. We've been losing for decades overall. We had a winning time period when Ronald Reagan was in office. There has been no other. We've had a lot of eras where somebody was on the brakes. Somebody was stopping the overflow from being, so it wasn't excessive. But Ronald Reagan was the only time period where we actually started to make conservative progress. And we got to get back to not progress. We need to get back to conservatism, where it is the way of the nation. And you guys, you want to, you don't want to get involved. You don't want to offend people. You don't want to hurt opinion. You don't want your mother-in-law mad at you. You don't want your sister mad at you. You don't want your nephews thinking that you're some sort of a jerk. Whatever. I mean, it's all on me. I hear it all from all of them. Some of them love me. Some of them hate me. It's not about popularity. That's where we need to change. And politicians, they're about popularity because they need they need the most amount of people they can to vote them in, or they're not going to get in. So they end up running popularity contests. And we need to tell them this is not about popularity. This is about right and wrong. Right and wrong. Right and wrong. We need to keep drilling this in and drilling this in. The government has no business in blessing its people. And it has no business in cursing and controlling and regulating its people either. These things have got to be concrete. We've got to team together. We've got to put the numbers together to get people wanting to be in that block when they run for an office. And I believe that this is the biggest number. This is the popular view and idea of the United States of America, of good, solid Christians, Americans. And when they line up with us, we're going to vote for them. And we've been taking this half stance back and forth and this and that. We need a platform, and we need to say, I don't care if you're a Democrat or a Republican. If you say that you're in this perimeter, we'll vote for you. And if you fall outside of this perimeter, we'll replace you. Bang. It's just that simple. But I can't talk alone. I can talk till I'm blue in the face. I'm one person. I mean nothing. But this is where they win. See? They think that they can wind you up and you can look down and look and say, what good is this? What good am I? I ain't the problem. I'm talking. I'm broadcasting my ideas. I'm preaching my words, and I mean it. And that's exactly what I'm going to do. So I'm not the problem. Are you the problem? You see, there's people who are the problem and people who are not the problem. If you're not doing something, if you're not expressing yourself, if you're not trying to spread your idealism, then you're a problem. Even if you vote on our side, you're a problem. We're going to get you in the voting side, but we need you on both sides. We need the problem solved. We need action. Action, action, action. I'm going to keep saying it, I'm going to keep doing it, and I'm going to love you to death. God bless you. God bless America. God bless us all.